Hey there, everyone. Welcome back to Leadership Lessons with Cheri. This week, I have a great announcement for you. So I believe I've probably told you this, but in case I haven't, part of my resume includes becoming an international best-selling author. I started blogging about 2 years ago, just as a hobby because I love to write. As a matter of fact, when I was in college, I had a few things published. And then fast forward to my blog, I found that I could just freely use my voice in a way that I could think about and talk about all of my thoughts in my head, which eventually led to my podcast. As I was making this transition and thinking about what my next steps were in my career and moving forward, I saw that there was an opportunity to be a guest blogger with this company, She Rises Studios. And so I thought, why not? Maybe they'll take me, maybe they won't. But if I don't try, then I'll never have it to begin with, right? And so I reached out to them, I met with them. And as we were talking, the person on the other side of the Zoom said, you can guest blog anytime for us. You can guest podcast anytime for us. But what we'd really like is for you to be part of an upcoming anthology that we have. Now, let me talk to you a little bit about an anthology. I think it's a great way to start your writing career because you're not responsible for the entire book. And because of the way this was set up, I wasn't also responsible for having to go out and get an agent and find a publishing company. It was all coming from them. Plus, it also kind of helped with some of the costs of publishing a book. And so I agreed to it. I wrote a chapter, had nothing to do with leadership, really. However, it did talk about my journey through life and how I got to the leadership chair by never giving up, always saying yes if it fit my soul, my purpose, my passion, and not letting obstacles get in the way. That book, Unleash Her, was an international best-selling book. It's on Amazon. If you'd like to get a copy of that, you can feel free to head over there and check it out. But what's great about it is there's a total of 30 authors in that book, and we all share these great stories. And I'm telling you, you'll probably shed some tears along the journey. So just get ready for that. Well, that book started to lead to so many other things for me. And about 2 months ago, I was approached about being in another book. And of course, again, if it aligns with my soul, my purpose, and my passion, I always say yes. And this one was very interesting because as I'm making a transition in my business, it kind of just fit. It's almost as if the universe is looking out for me, right? And that book is about female leaders. And I think that we don't realize how many female leaders are out in the world doing amazing things, but how many female leaders are out in the world that are doing so many amazing things that don't talk about it. And when we think about these big box companies, we think about them having a male leader. And there are so many amazing women out there doing big things for their companies, their organizations, their schools, whatever it is they're doing in their leadership roles that I think we need to start highlighting more, change that narrative, and start making them the influencers and the celebrities that they are really meant to be. So I took on the opportunity, and I have a chapter in this newest book, Female Leaders Behind the Scenes. And as I was thinking about the title of the book and getting ready to write my chapter, I was really thinking about, as the leader, I have to be the one that's courageous enough to stand up for my people, right? I needed to be the person that could pull my people together, get them on board with my vision and mission, or our mission and vision, because we always wrote it together as a team, and get them to believe that the work that they do is important and would have an impact on the world. However, the way I did that a lot of times was kind of stepping off to the side. Now, I'll be honest, I could do any job in the school building, and I basically have done them throughout the years, whether stepping in informally or formally with that as my assignment. But That's not how we grow our people. We grow our people by giving them the vision, and then the tools, and then empowering them to do the work. And that's where the chapter kind of came from, is thinking about that process. So my chapter is called Lead, Serve, Love. I have to get them right in my head. Lead, Serve, Love. And it will be coming out on August 15. And in that chapter, I talk about those three things: being the leader that you need to be, serving your people. And that's that behind the scenes kind of thing, right? If a teacher says to me, I need X, Y, and Z done, and I don't know how to do it, my job becomes the person to teach them, right? Or find somebody to teach them. If a parent comes to me and says, my child is struggling, this is what's going on, my job is to serve that parent by being a liaison between the teacher and the parent and making sure that they can problem solve the situation and move forward. Serving is one of those thankless sometimes kinds of positions, but it is one that is just so important. Besides leading your people to know that they are empowered to do the things they need to do to have an impact, it's being there for them. Now, one of the things that I always said is, if I have to take over, I will, and I've had to do that. But what I don't want to do is be that person. I want to be able to give you the tools, teach you how to use the tools, and then let you go and apply the tools. So service is what leadership also is all about. And then, of course, the love piece had to come in, because if my people didn't have the relationship with me to know that I believed in them, that I loved them, that I loved the work, that the community didn't believe that I loved them and believed in them, and that I believed in the children, then we would have never been successful. And so the combination of leading, serving, and loving, in my opinion, is a recipe for success in the area of leadership. So just wanted to pop on today, give that big announcement. August 15 is just 16 days away. Can you believe that? I'm recording this on Monday, July 31st. And I just cannot wait for that new book to come out, because I just see so many people utilizing some of the tips and strategies in my chapter and the other chapters to be able to move forward. All right, y'all, go forth, carry on, lead your people, believe in your people, and build those relationships to where they know that you're there to serve them, lead them, and love them.